Good morning, everyone. Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, His Excellency Mr. Amit Kumar, Ambassador of India to the Republic of Korea, other esteemed dignitaries from the Government of Assam, Indian Embassy, and my dear industry members from the Korea industry. I'm Utkarsh Maskara. I'm representing the TATA Electronics team, and I'm privileged to be here to speak on my experience on this remarkable project that TATA Electronics is putting up in Assam. I know a lot has already been covered about the project overview, but I'll try to focus more on the experience that TATA Electronics has had in the region, while we have a long history of working with the Government of Assam. But the project that we are putting up as a semiconductor manufacturing OSAT facility is one of the biggest facilities and projects that the Tata Group has. And the investment outlay already has been told as upwards of 3.2 billion, which is INR 27,000 crores. And the project is being supported by the Indian Semiconductor Mission and the Assam Semiconductor Policy. I would like to start with a story that is very remarkable and had left a huge impact on me. This was around August of 2023 when we first visited Guwahati to understand and evaluate the conditions for setting up the OSAT facility, the connectivity it has, the resources it has, the talent it has. Because semiconductor, unlike other industries, is very niche and very complex. And I remember that day when the government officials had welcomed us with all the warmth possible. There was this statement which was made by the government officials where they said, put down a list of all things that you need for this project to happen in Guwahati and we'll make it happen. Cut down 2 weeks, we see Assam Semiconductor Policy coming into place. That policy was one of the first policies declared by the state governments to support the semiconductor industry in a state. Just within a span of 3 months, we were able to apply for the application to set up the OSAT facility in Guwahati, as it was one of the most preferred destinations for this plant due to its connectivity, talent, the favorable government policies, and the government support. I have a few slides that I want to run by and show you the scale of the project and the needs that we have. Korea playing such a huge role in the semiconductor industry. I feel there are so many collaboration opportunities that we have, especially to come down to Assam, set up a facility near our site and support us for timely execution, delivery and cost advantage for the plant. Just give me 1 second. So while most of you would be familiar with the name Tata, I'll quickly spend 30 seconds to tell you about the group. The Tata Group is present in over 150 countries. It has a cumulative revenue of upwards of $165 billion. We have a market capitalization of $400 billion upwards. And the astonishing number here is that we employ more than 1 million employees over 150 countries. So it's called as a salt-to software conglomerate in India. And in India, if you're using any product throughout your day, you would at least use the Tata product 5 times minimum. So the group is present across various verticals from information technology, steel, automotive, infrastructure, consumer, financial services, advanced manufacturing, tourism, telecom, trading, other investments. But under the 7th bucket is Tata Electronics, where we are focusing a lot on how to build the semiconductor manufacturing ecosystem in India under the visionary leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. I'll jump to the overview of the project that we are doing. The project is a 27,000 crore project which was approved by the Indian Semiconductor Mission and Assam Semiconductor Policy. We're going to focus on 3 technologies in this project. The technologies being wire bond, ISP and flip chip. At the completion of the project, we aim to produce 48 million chips per day. I would want to focus on this point because at full capacity, this is going to be the biggest OSAT plant in the world, and it would encompass 1/10 of the total capacity of the OSAT production in Taiwan. So it's going to be a huge project for the Tata Group and for Assam, and we plan to put this state on the global map through this project. We expect to provide 15,000 direct jobs and a total of 27,000 direct plus indirect jobs over the phase of 4 years in the project. Like I said, we are going to provide assembly, testing, FA and reliability services. And the 3 platforms that we want to focus on are wire bond flip chip ISP. The areas that you see on the bottom are the key industries that we are going to serve. And if you look at it, these are all the industries which are in the industry 4.0 and are reshaping the global industry. So automotive, radio frequency, consumer electronics, IoT, communications, AI, networking, mobile. All of these technologies are the future of the world, and we are trying to build it in our factory in Assam. This slides represents only a few pictures, and there's a story behind. There's a big story, in fact, behind each one of these. These are some engagements that we do with Government of Assam weekly, I would say daily, where we have seen a very high level of involvement, not just by the diplomats and the bureaucrats in the government, but right at the top. You see the first picture is the visit that happened by the Honorable Chief Minister just a week ago at our site to review the site progress. We have the Minister of Industries and Commerce who does a site review. We have a full-fledged team dedicated to this project to work not as a government partner, but as a partner in our dream. And we have a jacket which says, "One team, one dream." And that is the way we are looking at this project, because setting up this industry in a state, in a country where it has not been done before, is not an easy task. And these pictures just represent that the effort that is being put up by the Government of Assam, along with the Tata Group, not as a partner, but as someone who's standing with us in this dream to create the semiconductor manufacturing plant. Why this roadshow is very important for us is because Korea has a lot of involvement in this sector, and I would like to call it out from behalf of the Tata Group that any company who wants to be a part of this journey of setting up the Tata Semiconductor Assembly and Test Unit, provide us with any kind of support through raw materials, equipment, tools, construction materials, any kind of support. We will facilitate the meeting with the government and ensure that you are present in Assam to support us through whatever means you have, and this would really help our project for moving to smooth operations. These are some of the key highlights and the key categories of products that we are looking at, and I know a lot of people in this audience are manufacturing or are producing these, so it would be great to connect with some of the members in the industry and evaluate options of coming down to Jagi Road, setting up a facility in Assam right across our site, and I'm sure the government will do everything that is required to help and facilitate that. So I request any in the audience, if anyone is interested, these are the key categories of things that we need, and if you have any intention and any things that you want to come up in Assam and do, please feel free to connect, and we are happy to facilitate a meeting with the Government of Assam. So before I come to this slide, I'd like to mention a few things that I think are very important for us to understand. Is that when we were setting up this plant and we were evaluating all the locations, we understood that while there are states with similar facilities, but what we witnessed in Assam was there was very high level of government involvement, and this involvement was not to restrict you, but to support you in closing things fast. Every week we have a meeting with the Chief Secretary of Assam, respected Ravi Kota sir, he is not here today, and he reviews the list of items which are pending. And we end up closing 80% to 90% of these items in that very meeting. And this is a meeting by one of the top bureaucrats in the government, and he puts up special focus on this project. So the level of government involvement to support us is very high. I'd like to end my address by mentioning that the outcome of this roadshow for Tata Electronics will be favorable if some of us in this room can come up and tell us that yes, these are the few things that we want to partner with you for, and we will share your insights and your plans with the government. We facilitate that meeting, and we want you to come to Jagi Road and help us set up this massive project for us. This project was very, very special for our late Chairman Emeritus, Dr. Ratan Tata, and we want to make this dream into a reality very quickly and with all your support. Thank you, and please come to Advantage Assam on 25th, 26th February and support Tata Electronics. Thank you.